Hi, my name is Kiana Johnson, and I did my evidence-based practice video on is almond protein powder a good supplement for vegans to maintain nitrogen balance in their body. I first heard of and thought about this topic when my friend Leah told me that almond protein powder is indeed a good plant-based alternative to improve nitrogen balance in your body. Although I love and trust my friend Leah, I know she's not a reliable source because she's not an expert in this area and has never even taken this supplement herself. The empirical research article I found is called The Comparison of Whey versus Almond Protein Powder on the Nitrogen Balance in Female College Students, the California Almond Protein Powder Project. I know this is an empirical and reliable source because it's coming from the Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health and written by undergrads at California Polytechnic State University studying food nutrition and science. The introduction talked about how we as Americans eat highly processed foods, red meat, and high-fat dairy products. So I wanted to compare an animal-based protein powder supplement to a plant-based protein powder supplement and see the effects and the improvements of nitrogen balance in the body. It wanted to determine the equilibrium between the protein intake and the protein outtake. So it was comparing almond protein powder, so that would be the plant-based, to whey protein powder, which is the animal-based. And it compared the two to see if almond protein powder had the same effects, worse, or better effects on nitrogen balance in our body. The subjects and participants in this experiment were 20 female college students ages 20 to 25 who had no allergies to nuts or dairy, had no chronic diseases, weren't taking any medication for hypertension, glycemic control, or dyslipidemia, or any antibiotics. They also couldn't be taking protein powder supplements more than 3 times a week. The methods section showed they did a single blind design where 10 women were told to add whey protein powder supplement and 10 were told to add almond protein powder supplement. Both added 30 grams of their given supplement, so 30 grams of whey or 30 grams of almond protein powder a day for 7 days. They would then consume 30 grams of their given protein powder every day for 7 days. Each day they would take a urine sample and send that into the lab where they would determine the nitrogen balance in their pee. So they would do the nitrogen intake in grams minus the urinary urea nitrogen in grams plus 4 to determine the equilibrium between the protein intake and outtake in their pee. The results showed that both almond and whey had significant impacts on increasing the nitrogen balance in the body. They took pre- and post-supplementation records of the nitrogen balance for almond and whey. I'm just going to explain almonds, and for almond protein powder, it began at 0.69 plus or minus 4.96, and after taking the almond protein powder supplement, it rose to 2.53 plus or minus 6.10. The same effects with varying but very similar numbers happened with the whey protein powder as well. In conclusion, we can determine that almond protein powder is a good substitute for vegans to increase nitrogen balance in the body. Further research would include comparing other plant-based protein powders to determine the best one for vegans. So you could compare almond to soy, for example. I chose this topic because I'm someone who loves health and fitness and is always interested in trying a new supplement. This research can also be important for those who are vegan or those who would like to switch to know that they are still able to get in enough protein through a plant-based substitute.